The September 8th, 2025 meeting of the Bay City City Commission will come to order. The city clerk will give the invocation, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Cubitt. Here. Coakley.
Here.
Tenney.
Here.
DeWitt.
Here.
Rumberg.
Here.
Charlebois.
Here.
Morris.
Here.
Mr. Mayor.
Present. And since officially have not sworn in the 5th Ward Commissioner, hopefully he's on his way, delayed for his first meeting. We officially don't mark him for attendance. Okay, so with that being said, we have presentations, and I'm excited about this one because we got to do it last year, but this year I get to do this presentation, and we probably need the mic for this because we have some Little Leaguers. So why don't we have y'all come up, and the coaches, and because I got some proclamations for you. All right, let's stand this way and face the audience. You gotta smile pretty, because I'm sure there's some pictures going to be taken. I think there's some parents here. All right, I'm going to read this. So, good-looking group here, guys. So, whereas the Greater Bay Little League 11U All-Stars represented our community with pride and skill in the 2025 season, competing to the highest level of Little League play in Michigan. And whereas the Greater Bay Little League 11U All-Stars captured the 2025 District Championship once again, proving the strength of Bay City's youth baseball tradition and carrying on the legacy of success for our community. And whereas the members of the 2025 11U All-Stars are 23, Kingston Burton, 15, Brantley Cap, 24, Owen Fisher, 29, Bentley Francis, 19, Grayson Gerard, no relation, spelled a little differently. Number 1, Eric Klopp. Number 13, Spencer Krutzel. Number 11, Marcelo Martinez. Number 18, Miguel Martinez. Number 12, Logan Mulders. Number 5, Jay Sequin. And number 21, Easton Stazak. And whereas the team was managed and coached by Craig Francis, Brian Gerard, and Nick Schwal, whose leadership, patience, and dedication guided these athletes throughout their season, and whereas the Greater Little League 11U All-Stars recorded impressive victories in tournament play, including decisive wins as 11-0 over Saline Hornets, 17-0 over the North Emmett, 11-6 over SLL, 8-0 over Richmond, 8-0 over Northeast Little League, and 11-7 over GPFC, demonstrating both strong defense and explosive offense. And whereas these young athletes balance discipline, teamwork, and perseverance, often practicing long hours, sacrificing their summer days to represent Bay City with excellence. And whereas the Greater Little League 11U All-Stars continues a tradition of youth achievement that brings pride to our neighborhoods, inspires young athletes, and strengthens the spirit of our city. Now, therefore, I, Christopher R. Gerard, Mayor of the City of Bay City, do hereby proclaim September 8th, 2025 as Greater Bay Little League Day. Give these folks a round of applause. Coach, do you have anything to say? No? Pictures? Who wants to come get some pictures? And I have a proclamation. Do any of you guys have anything to say?
No.
What? Anybody? There's no spokesman? Like, you guys are... Oh, they're right down. All right, well, I pass these out. You got it. All right, here's the mic. No, you take the mic, start talking.
We're the best in the state.
We're the best in the state. Yes, you are. And actually, I was a little leaguer back in the day. I played for A&W Ripbear, and that was fun. And always enjoyed. I was a catcher actually. So, and my dad was a catcher, and he tried out for pro baseball. So it was kind of cool. So again, give these kids a round of applause for all their hard work. And maybe we'll see you here again next year. All right, good job, guys. All right. So continuing on with our presentations, we have Hey Bay City, third quarter. I'm kind of in my announcer voice, so it's kind of fun. So third quarter report here.
Oh, that was so fun. Well, thank you guys for having us here tonight. We are going to present on our Hay Bay City Q3 reporting. So currently in Q3, we have a balance of just over $55,000 remaining. Every dollar that we've spent has gone directly toward impact, whether that's staff supporting job seekers and employers, marketing that amplifies Bay City's story, or outreach that builds partnerships. We're carefully tracking our expenditures and utilizing these resources strategically to create the biggest return for Bay City. Every dollar that we spend is directly fueling jobs, partnerships, and community impact. Our job board continues to be a powerful tool for connecting people to opportunity. We now have 228 employers engaged with the platform, and I just want to remind you that because there's 228 employers, that does not mean they're all actively posting open jobs. What that does mean for us is we can utilize those partnerships to help build up our potential talent pipelines. So far this quarter, we saw over 28,000 job views, and those were not just passive clicks. Nearly 1,000 apply actions were taken, resulting in 109 applications submitted. And I'll just draw your attention to the blue apply clicks metric and the applications. There are two different options on our job board for job seekers to use, or for employers to utilize. So apply clicks is when we have the apply now feature. The applications are apply at company website. So you can see that those both have, the numbers are very much where they need to be. So what that means is that residents are actively pursuing careers right here in Bay City, and local businesses are looking to find, or are finding the workforce that they need. Bay City residents are not just browsing, they're applying. Beyond the job board, we're building strong relationships. We've met with 61 employers, educators, and workforce partners so far this quarter to align job opportunities with our community needs. We've shared 12 direct opportunities with job seekers and continue to provide resume support with overwhelmingly positive feedback. The goal is not just to connect people to jobs, it's to make sure that they're truly job ready and positioned for long-term success. Our work multiplies when we partner. We've collaborated with local schools, colleges, and workforce agencies to prepare students for their future. Programs like the Bay Aranac ISD Counselor Tours, and the SVSU Employer Connections are helping the next generation see career pathways right here in Bay City. I do want to note with our SVSU Employer Partnership, we recently had a tabling event at the Back to Business Bash, and we were able to connect with 49 students and made 4 employer connections through that as well. At the same time, we're leaning into regional conversations around childcare, housing, and STEM. These are foundational issues that keep people in Bay City, and we're proud to be part of building solutions. So for example, with the childcare barrier that we're seeing, I've been asked to sit on the TriShare committee for the Early Child Care Summit that's coming up October 29th. So tackling those barriers is really crucial to helping with employment here in our Bay City. And one thing that I did want to point out is the best way to understand our impact is through the people that we serve. One SVSU student recently reached out and shared with me a testimonial about how they're how Hay Bay City really helped polish and hone in their resume. And through this, they were able to gain confidence and skills to apply for competitive opportunities. So this gentleman was named a Golden Apple Scholar, which was one of only 50 selected from more than 750 applicants, and they were also reselected as a peer mentor at SVSU. They credit this success in large part to the career preparation support they received through myself and Hay Bay City. That's what this work is all about. It's about turning that potential into success stories. Behind every number is a story of real people achieving life-changing opportunities. I'm now going to pass it off to Annabelle, and she is going to go over your digital marketing analytics.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for having us. For quarter 3, our website received approximately 29,000 views and 9,200 users. Page views reflect the number of times our website has been loaded, while users represent the number of individual or unique visitors who access the site during that time period. Job page views for quarter 3 were approximately 18,000, with most of those views coming from Bay City. The majority of our website traffic is coming from direct search, meaning users are typing our URL directly into their browser. This is a strong indicator of brand awareness and recognition. Following that, our largest sources are organic search, which reflects users finding us through unpaid search engine results, along with paid search, driven by our remaining Google Ads. Here you will see social media analytics that I'll summarize on the next slide. Hay Bay City is active on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Our views, followers, and subscribers across all channels bring our direct audience to nearly 399,000. In quarter 3, we shared some great stories, which you'll see listed here on the screen. Each one highlighted something unique Bay County has to offer, whether it was a local business, a special event, or a community initiative. And together, they really showcase the variety of what makes our area so special. We have also a couple of upcoming stories scheduled to air in quarter 4, and we encourage you to follow us on social media to see them as they are released. Our best performing posts this quarter demonstrate the excitement and momentum in Bay County. Major League Fishing's return put Bay County on the national stage and showcased the Saginaw Bay as a world-class fishery. The Friends of the Bay County Library System's used book sale brought the community together in support of our library and families. And Bay City State Park reminded us of the natural beauty we have right here in our backyard. We'll continue to highlight and showcase what's important to Bay County residents and visitors as we move forward. On this slide, you'll see a hiring event hosted by SC Johnson that we were asked to share on our platforms. The response for this was absolutely incredible, so much so that all the interview spots for this event were filled up and a wait list needed to be created. That post alone was shared over 350 times and reached nearly 90,000 views. This shows just how powerful our platform can be when it comes to connecting people with the right opportunities. In addition to our signature story style content, we've introduced exciting new video features this year. These give us a fresh, dynamic way to engage with the community and showcase local stories from a new perspective. To give you a sense of what this looks like, we'd like to show you a short video embedded here in the presentation, which may or may not work. Well, we encourage you to follow us on Facebook and go ahead and take a look. This was shared a couple of weeks ago. This was our story for SVSU, and it turned out absolutely wonderful. Our partnership with ImageWorks has really done a great job of helping us showcase our people and our businesses in the community. So please take a look at it. This is a really fantastic one. For placemaking in quarter 3, we are introducing an event called Cardinals at Hell's Half Mile. Cardinals at Hell's Half Mile is an event in partnership with Saginaw Valley State University, Bay Metro Transit, Downtown Bay City, and the Hell's Half Mile Film and Music Festival. On Friday, September 26th, SVSU students will be bused to Downtown Bay City for an afternoon designed to help them explore the community, discover local businesses, and experience the culture that makes Bay City a great place to live, work, and visit. Students will receive free transportation courtesy of Bay Metro and complimentary admission to the festival. The goal of this is to create a lasting impression that will connect students with Bay City and support future talent retention in the Great Lakes Bay region. For quarter four, we will be doing another Coffee and a Cleanup, which is a collaborative placemaking event hosted by Energized Young Professionals and Hay Bay City to bring people together for a quick, hands-on way to make an impact. On Friday, October 3rd, volunteers will gather from 8 to 9 a.m. at Pinconning Park. Participants will receive complimentary coffee, water, and pastries courtesy of Hay Bay City before heading out with the provided gloves and garbage bags to help freshen up the park. This simple one-hour effort allows young professionals and community members to connect with one another while improving the environment we all share, showing how small actions can make a big difference in Bay County. Our last Coffee and Cleanup from last year was on Columbus, and this is why we are moving it to a little outside the downtown area for the next one. Just trying to spread the love and effect all over Bay County.
Questions? Commissioner DeWitt.
As someone who was went to the ISD and did the PowerPoint training back in my days, I know exactly what happened. The video did not get transferred to the same link as you moved it over. So that's something that I learned, and it's something that it's hard to learn that activity.
As someone technologically challenged, thank you for that.
For the 55,000 left, is there funding or revenue streams for continuation for this program at this point that is visible?
I'm going to have Megan come up and answer that.
Good afternoon. So we had shared early on that the goal for Hay Bay City was always to look to transition this to a regional approach so it is sustainable. And so we've been working collectively with the Great Lakes Bay Regional Alliance, whose goal and mission is marketing and talent attraction and their Operation 40K to bring people in. And so it's a natural transition to take the work that was built through the ARPA dollars in the city and the county and then ultimately roll that into a regional approach after all of our ARPA funds are exhausted.
That's what I was wondering, was the contingency plan for passes, because now we're end of 2025. So just making sure that was planned at this point. That was the only really one I had from this report. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Commissioner Rundberg.
Thank you, and thank you for the presentation. It's good seeing you all again. First off, just to piggyback on Commissioner DeWitt's question, are we saying that the 55,000 will be used up by the time we do the rebrand to Greater Bay? I mean, 40,000, it sounds like he is part of the transition, is that right?
40,000 for the...
Yeah, maybe I misheard what you were saying. The 55K balance.
The Operation 40K is a talent attraction initiative that the Alliance is working on. We believe that we will exhaust the city funding through Hay Bay City, through the Bay Area Chamber of Commerce before year end. And
okay,
yes.
Perfect. Thank you for that. A couple other questions I have on here. One, I think I asked this the last time you did a presentation as well, is there was a considerable spike for digital marketing, for views or for traffic. Did you, by any chance this time around, catch what caused that spike?
What spike are you referring to?
I went for like 9,000. If you go back to the digital marketing slide.
Probably the professional fishing.
Yeah, that one right there. Was that coinciding with the fishing?
Yes, it was.
Okay, all right. I was just always looking to recreate the unicorns there.
No, this one was a great one. We had highlighted it when Major League Fishing came last year, and in order to spread that information again, we thought it would be a good idea to highlight it again, and it performed very well.
Perfect, that's awesome to hear. And then the last one I have is... Oh, I guess I have two more. A real quick, easy one. When you guys do transition over from Hay Bay City to Hay Greater Bay, or what the rebrand is, will the old site still link to it, just so we can maintain that positive growth we had in organic traffic?
Hey, Great Lakes Bay will have their own website. Right now, we are working to ensure a seamless transition from the work that has been done on our Hay Bay City website. So we are still working with them on that to figure out how that's going to work best when people come and search for us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was one of the questions I had regarding that. And the last one I have for you is I briefly mentioned to you, I've been working with another commissioner regarding housing and affordability and things like that. What does the current housing section on that look like? Is that just linked to another, like a real estate site, or do you guys actually profile properties on there? And is it renters and homes for sale?
As of right now, it's directly linked to properties available in Bay County. So it is for sale and for rent, is my understanding of how that live here portion works from the Bay County Realtors Association.
And do you guys have some sort of, I don't want to say creative control, but you have some sort of control of that segment of the site where you could profile certain properties, things like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'll be following up with your team to talk about potential future opportunities.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Coakley?
Just want to touch base a little bit on the Hell's Half Mile event. What do you anticipate the turnout to be from Saginaw Valley?
Right now, our goal is 150 students. So we are working very closely with Saginaw Valley and canvassing the entire university. It's up on the university TVs. We have several deans of students that are sharing it with their faculty, who are then sharing it with their students. Our goal is 150 students, but I really hope to knock that out of the park.
Any consideration either this year or in the future to maybe a mini job fair with local business and stuff that maybe be looking for something? They can do everything you have planned, but also have things set up where they can actually talk to the city if they're looking for somebody, or the county or something, to entice them to come, to entice them to stay, and get the full, full Bay City effect, or Bay County.
Absolutely, that's a great idea, and hopefully with this event, we see good numbers so that in the future we can move it to something along those lines of, right now we're focusing on the placemaking aspect, but that job aspect is a great way for maybe next year. Right now, we're focusing on getting them here and showing that they have a place here in Bay City, that if they do decide to, or when they decide to stay here, they have a spot and they have a community here. But fantastic idea, and absolutely, we hope that this event grows some legs and it goes on for the next 20 years.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you. The city manager has a few comments.
I just want to thank you and your team. Since you have come on and you're doing all of this for jobs, and you're proactive with the city. We get resumes from you directly before we even have a job posting. So monthly we get something from them saying, here's all the resumes that came in. They might fit some of your jobs there at the city, so we are able to see these resumes coming through, and we keep those on file for if something pops up for somebody. So we appreciate that.
Thank you for the feedback.
Any other comments? Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Always appreciate your presentation and what you do for the community. So kudos.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next item of business is the adoption of the agenda. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Commissioner Tenney?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Is there a second? Commissioner Runberg?
Second.
All right, do any members of the commission wish to add any item to the agenda? Seeing no one, will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the agenda?
Commissioner Cubit.
Approve.
Just
Accept.
Just yes.
Yes.
Coakley.
Yes.
Tenney.
Yes.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Rumberg.
Yes.
Charlebois.
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Sorry, 7 yes.
All right, the agenda for this evening's been adopted. So next order of business calls for approval of the consent agenda. Do any members of the commission wish to make any change to the consent agenda? Okay, seeing no one, the next order of business calls for public input on the consent agenda. This is the opportunity for citizens to remove an item from the consent for consideration on the regular agenda. If anyone in the audience wishes to make a change, please come to the microphone, print your name on the registration sheet, state your name and address for the record, and the item you wish to have considered on the regular agenda. Okay, seeing no one come forward, is there a motion on consent agenda? Commissioner Runberg.
Move to approve consent agenda.
Is there a second? Commissioner Coakley.
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll in adoption of the consent agenda?
Commissioner Coakley.
Yes.
Tenney.
Yes.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Rumberg.
Yes.
Charlebois.
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Cubit.
Yes.
7 yes.
All right, the consent agenda for this evening has been approved. Next order of business calls for public input. Under the rules of the City Commission, each speaker will be allowed 5 minutes to speak. Commissioner Coakley will serve as timekeeper. This is the opportunity for citizens to address the commission regarding any agenda item or any other matter. If anyone wishes to address the commission, please come forward. Again, print your name on the registration sheet and state your name and address for the record. We do ask that you are respectful when addressing myself and the commission. Public input is a one-way communication, and the mayor and the commissioners cannot answer questions at this point. Please meet after the meeting if you need further information, and you'll have 5 minutes to speak.
Paul Colino, 1713 10th Street. I mainly wanted to comment about what I've been seeing online. There have been a couple posts recently by the Bay City Department of Public Safety about Flock that I found rather interesting and thought I would comment on how they appear to just be using marketing materials from this company and some of the issues I saw. So if you'll forgive me for being a little goofy here. So basically, what they had posted was the Bay City Department of Public Safety is seeking commission approval to purchase several thousand ankle monitors from Flock Safety to utilize in Bay City. We've seen quite a bit of misinformation out there regarding what this technology does and does not do. We will be providing factual information about Flock Safety ankle tracker systems in the coming days and weeks. We will also be sharing information about successful investigations that other law enforcement agencies in Michigan have experienced. In this post, we would like to share some of the things this technology actually does and what it is used for compared to some of the things that it does not do. It does not sell your information to any third party, except an anonymized GPS coordinate of your position to be used in AI to train a model of suspicious activity, which even though the anonymous coordinate keeps returning to the same house at night, we've been assured by Flock Marketing, it can't be identified as you. It does not use location recognition. Most of the time, no individuals can be identified by their location, unless it's their house that they return to every night or their workplace, in which point we definitely know who they are. It does not obtain any personal identifying information from your ankles, such as name, address, shoe size, or other registration information. We already have all that and can easily link it to the ankle monitor, so it's cool. It does track all your global coordinates via GPS technology and record them. Stop crime. It does compare your coordinates to a hot list of people placed on the hot list by law enforcement personnel, such as people nearby crimes that were committed, such as people involved in a criminal act, such as marching in a protest or traveling to another state to a Planned Parenthood, or being a legal immigrant but having too strong an accent. It does allow law enforcement to search for people with specific traits that were nearby a crime, or are immigrants who the president has decided are dangerous, such as Korean factory workers or food truck vendors. The bottom line is this technology would help us solve crime. Please contact your city commissioner and encourage them to support mandatory ankle trackers for all citizens that is proven to help crime. Yeah, I was not happy about those posts, which were, one of them was largely just an explanation, does and does not, I just parodied it, but both of them were just posts of Flock marketing materials. I'm not sure what's going on with a city department posting a private company's marketing materials and asking them to call their commissioners to adopt that private contract. It's probably legal, but it's certainly weird. I don't know what's going on with that. To me, any potential of raised clearance rates of crime are massively outweighed by the system for abuse it creates. Flock is a besieged company with constant stories about how their system was abused for new and creative abuses. And coming down the line, they've announced how they plan to take the supposed anonymized data that we definitely aren't giving them and use it with an AI model to create a way to track what they term suspicious behavior, and then track those AI tags as suspicious behavior live and report people to police. Normal, definitely not dystopian sci-fi. Yeah. If the public safety is still not getting the picture of their residents' concerns, I suggest they check the comments on Facebook. I checked before I came in, there were 139 comments on the first one, and there was not a single comment in favor. And of the second one, which had a couple dozen, there was one comment in favor. So I'm just here representing those comments and that I can't find people who support this. I don't know why we would. I think we should take that money, which is allotted in the budget, and reassign it. There's plenty of other places it could go. We've talked about working on the homeless issue. We have a fire department that has a station that needs a new roof. There's so many things we can do that would make people safer. That isn't a dystopian sci-fi surveillance system. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else like to come forward for public input? Nope.
Jeff Reed, 409 Fillmore. I'm here to let everybody know, let's not forget about those Bay City Bridge Partners. In my opinion, the worst company that's ever come to the city of Bay City, and there ain't many people that are fans about this company. I hope you can get this sign here in full frame so that nobody misunderstands what this sign says, which is important. We want to bring people to our community and have them move here and actually enjoy and be able to move freely about our community. We got to get rid of these bridge partners, folks. We all know they're liars. I've said it before. They've lied to all of us. And now they got a new guy in charge. He was probably sent here to get us all in shape, and we're going to follow their rules. Make sure you give them their money. Well, I'll tell you what. I haven't given them 1 penny. They're never going to get a penny from me. And the citizens are just strongly against this. It was a bad choice that was made, and now it's up to the citizens to come together, and we're going to put a stop to this in the form of a boycott. And this boycott's going very well. You can see it by the traffic. People are being courteous for the most part. And we will get through it. We've been working on it. But another thing we can do to get rid of these bridge partners is we're going to have to bankrupt them. And what that means is you're going to want to, number one, close your account, and then you're going to want to remove your transponder. That's very important because then they can't take your money. They certainly aren't going to get any of mine. We all earn our own money. We all spend our own money the way we see fit. If you choose to give your money to the Bay City Bridge Partners, so be it, that's your choice. But they certainly ain't getting a penny from me. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anybody else like to come forward for public input? All right, seeing no one else, the next order of business are remarks of the mayor. Do any commissioners have remarks they'd like to make? Commissioner Runberg.
Yeah, this is just my own concerns, but I do appreciate the resident who spoke to this. There was that post by the Department of Public Safety, and for those of you that saw it, you observed that, yes, they did share information, which is what we asked the city to do. We did ask them to share that information with the residents. The marketing materials, that one caught me off a little bit by surprise, but the concern I have was with the call to action that was implied explicitly in the post, asking for residents to contact their commissioners to vote in the affirmative regarding an upcoming agenda item. My concern is that we shouldn't be using public resources to vote one way or another on any issue. We're not supposed to use publicly funded infrastructure, whether it be computer systems, social media, even though that doesn't cost money, it does count as volunteer hours. I don't believe that it's in good faith, especially with a company that's trying to win over our municipality in a contract. And so I wanted to raise on behalf of my constituents and the residents of Bay City my concern with that type of interaction. That furthermore, beyond that anyway, shifting gears slightly, I've also heard some concern that there are city staff members that feel that they're compelled to not be able to contact their commissioner because it would be against the city charter for interactions between city staff and city commission. If that were to really be the accurate understanding of the city charter, I would find that very frustrating, and I would find it to be unconstitutional. I do think that if you are a city worker representing or working for our community, just because you have decided to take your civic duty seriously and work for the city does not mean that your voice is robbed. So if I do have any residents of the 7th Ward or any ward that feel they need representation in this body, please do not hesitate to reach out, because you are absolutely welcome to communicate with your elected representative. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner DeWitt.
Before I start, do you want to do a point of order and make an adjustment to officially swear in Mr. Zanotti before we continue?
We can do that. Yes, we can. I think there's just confusion. And Mr. Zanotti, you come on up, and you'll be Commissioner Zanotti in a minute here. Welcome aboard, Commissioner Zanotti. Okay, Commissioner DeWitt.
Okay, yeah, now I'll do the comments. So I'm going to start with completing the circle from last week about the similar post of the mistake I made and my accountability for it. On Thursday's post, I did make my comment before I double-checked my emails about a response about flat questions, and this is just me letting you know that I did recognize my mistake, and I've gone through, I've edited my comment, I've reposted the information that I got from that email, and based off of the numbers I can find, it went to about the same amount of people as the original comment. So hopefully that closes the answers, or that fixes some of the problems and answers some of the questions that were on there. And yes, I am admitting my mistake because I ran on accountability, and if I can't be accountable to myself, who else can be? Moving on, welcome, Mr. Zanotti. I know we're kind of just throwing you into the fire here, but welcome, and I hope you enjoy your year and a half here before the next term, if you run, or however that's going to work for you. When we get to, and I'm going to do this now, I open up applications for Third Ward effective as soon as possible to the city manager, so we can start that 45-day process. I do want, going forward, to not see any points left on the field for people who apply. Anyone who wants to turn in an application, if they are qualified voters within their ward, should be able to qualify for points for their positions. We should not be arbitrarily determining who is and isn't qualified when they turn in their application. And then in my neighborhood, I have a positive thing here. Even though the governor's quarters is closed, they're on my block, and I've seen them working like crazy to try to get that place kind of fixed up, and he's working on getting things done as soon as possible. He mentioned his Oktoberfest thing. He's going to try to get stuff done, and I hope he can, because that was really rough on that building, and I'm hoping he can recover as soon as possible. And then the last thing was actually something we talked about before the meeting for the Holiday Light Contest. Do you want to give the specifics, Mayor Gerard?
You're talking about Halloween?
Halloween, yeah.
We were going to announce that next week, but there'll be a flyer.
We're looking for something.
To be determined. Yeah. We're talking about something for Halloween. Ooh.
Right, and those are the ones I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. I think there's some clarification needed on your comment about the posting in Third Ward and the applicants. Could you clarify?
Open up applications to fill in the Third Ward seat, Third Ward Commission seat with the 45-day application period.
I don't know what you're talking about, points.
For the voting, at the end point, when we do the actual voting, when we do the interviews, that's not to your side of it, that's this side of it.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. There was some confusion about that on posting it, so we want to make sure the word's out. Third ward's open. If you're interested and live in the third ward, that'll be posted soon, ASAP. So thank you. Any other commissioners have comments? I do have an event I want to mention. It's a men's health event. Pancakes and Prostates. It's September 13th at the Dow Bay Area Family YMCA from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. There is a registration online. I know Commissioner Tenney's helped promote that event. It's a good event for our communities. And I'm actually working on an event for health awareness, healthy minds, healthy bodies on October 11th. It's a Saturday, looking at a health walk and community health fair. So more information will be to come on that. Anything else, Commissioners? Okay, seeing none, we'll, Manager, some remarks.
I do. I have a couple comments. There is going to be some changes coming out regarding the sanitation carts. We did send out information to people that did get invoiced, and we did take those charges off of their bills. So more to come on that. We are going to see some ordinance changes and some fee schedule changes. We'll probably have that to you in October. The Citizens Public Safety Academy started. Week 1 started. I believe it was last week. Is that right? Last week. So that is starting for the season. We do have the results back from the city survey, and we plan to present that the second meeting in October. We'll do a PowerPoint. We'll go over some of the answers from the public, some of their comments, and then we can deep dive into that. And then we have to set up some subcommittee dates after we do that to look into those things. And that's it.
All right, thank you very much. Next order of business calls for a public hearing. We actually have 3 this evening. This is an opportunity for citizens to address the commission regarding public hearings. Number 1, the application for Margot Appold for the creation of an obsolete property rehabilitation district located at 614 Center Avenue. Public hearing number 2, application for Margot Appold for a 12-year obsolete property rehabilitation exemption certificate located at 614 Center Avenue in the amount of $248,944. And 3, the application from Acrocast for the amendment of an industrial development district located at 1837 First Street to include 1899 First Street. So, under the rules of the City Commission, each speaker will be allowed 5 minutes to speak. Commissioner Coakley will serve as a timekeeper. Is there a motion to allow for public hearing? Commissioner Tenney.
Move to allow for public input for public hearings 1 through 3.
Thank you. Commissioner DeWitt.
Second.
All right. Anyone wishes to address the commission regarding public hearing items 1, please come forward, sign the registration sheet, and state your name and address for the record. If anybody would like to come forward for public hearing item number 2, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. And finally, number 3, if anybody wishes to make a comment on public hearing item number 3, please come forward, sign the registration sheet. All right, seeing none, we're into special orders. Will the clerk please read the next item on the agenda?
Special Order 1, Commission as a whole resolution regarding application from Margot Appold for the creation of an obsolete property rehabilitation district located at 614 Center Avenue. Recommendation approved.
Is there a motion? Commissioner Runberg.
Move to approve.
Second, Commissioner DeWitt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll on the motion to adopt?
Commissioner Tenney.
Yes.
Zanotti. DeWitt.
Yes.
Runberg.
Yes.
Charlebois.
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Cubit.
Yes.
Coakley.
Yes.
8 yes.
Motion's been adopted. Will the clerk please read the next item on the agenda?
Special Order Number 2, Commission as a whole resolution regarding application from Margot Appold for the 12-year obsolete property rehabilitation exemption certificate located at 614 Center Avenue in the amount of $248,944. Recommendation approved.
Is there a motion? Commissioner Coakley.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? Commissioner Runberg.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll on the motion to adopt?
Commissioner Zanotti,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Runberg,
Yes.
Charlebois,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Cubit,
Yes.
Kocheli,
Yes.
Tenney.
Yes.
8 yes.
The motion's been adopted. Will the clerk please read the next item on the agenda?
Special Order 3, Commission as a whole resolution regarding application from Acrocast for the amendment of an industrial development district located at 1837 First Street to include 1899 First Street. Recommendation approved.
Is there a motion? Commissioner Tenney.
Move to approve.
Is there a second? Commissioner DeWitt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll on the motion to adopt?
Commissioner DeWitt,
Yes.
Runberg,
Yes.
Charlebois,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Cubit,
Yes.
Kocheli,
Yes.
Tenney,
Yes.
Zanotti.
Yes.
8 yes.
Motion's been adopted. Is there any other business for us tonight? Seeing none, we are adjourned.